Hello everybody, this is Kim with Kim's Creations and Card Ministry coming to you on a pre-recorded video. Today is Monday, October the 28th, 2024. Oh, it's later than I thought it was. It's 10:18 p.m. I am in upstate South Carolina, so that's your Eastern time zone. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator who does all kinds of paper crafting and paper projects and card making. I do my card ministry to send cards to people in nursing homes and the Meals on Wheels people and Veterans Hospital here in the area, things like that. I got to get busy. Veterans Day's coming up soon. I've got a video, so this is going to be like a part 2 to a couple other videos I've done. I was doing some videos where I made some clusters, and I'll pull that out in a minute. And then I've also made a video, which I haven't put up the post for it yet, that I was doing some watercoloring things. So this is some of, they're not finished. I did this one off camera, and I think I did this one off camera, but I was working on this one with these flowers and with the orange poofy flowers. I did this off camera. I think I did these on camera. I might have done that off camera. And this is one I had done previously. I think I brought it in because I was trying to do something like this and it messed up. But then I was doing these poofy flowers like these. So anyway, I went back and I drew in some of the detail on some of these. Some of them I'm not finished with. So I'll do these at some time. I'll do the rest of these. I'll do these on video. But I was wanting to use some of these that I had made last night in my clusters. So that's why they're here. And so kind of a part 2 of these watercolor pieces. I guess there's some, they're called fodder, I guess. Or to me, they're like embellishments that I use. Or things that I use to make clusters or to make embellishments for my journals, junk journals. So I've been working on some mini journals. Let me see if I can find the one that my sample. What did I do with it? I had to hide it because it had too many fun things for the cat to play with. So give me just a sec. I think I stuck it under some stuff here. All right, I'm pulling out my basket. This is kind of like my basket that I'm using to work on things right now, sort of. Yes, here it is. So it got stuck down in here so that the kitty cat would not want to come play with it. I have to hide it, because she likes things like this. So anyways, this is the little mini journal, the first one that I had made. And I finally put my papers in it. So if I have time, I'm going to show you how to do the inside part of it. But if not, I'll come back and do another video for that. But I wanted, so this was a cluster that I made and I glued on the cover of my journal. So I have a lot of journals here that don't have clusters on them. Some of the clusters I need to make, and some of them I made in the previous video. So we're going to start with the top of the stack here. I've got some things together to make my cluster to go with this journal. And I'll move this up here, see if it's still visible. Oh, before though, okay, so I need to paint something because I need it for a cluster. I need a butterfly. And it needs to be a small butterfly, kind of small. I'm going to try to reactivate the same paint that I was using last night, what's left of it, these colors right here, to make a small butterfly. So I showed you on the page, one of these papers here had some butterflies on it, but they were really big. Let's see if I can find them. Not that page. Here they are, but they're super large, and I don't want these butterflies to be that big. I want to try to paint them. It may be a fail, but we're going to try. I'm going to try. So, oh, I just realized I'm missing some of my light. I don't know if it's going to help or not. Let's see. It might help a little bit. I just was like, okay. I did get another lamp in here, but it's not one that like leans down and shines over, but it does reflect back off my ceiling. So it's not bad. It's just not. I wish it were a little bit lighter. I'm trying to find a decent couple of brushes to use for this. I think these, since I want a small butterfly, I want to try these smaller brushes. All right, and I'm going to move this off to the side, and all I'm going to do is squirt it with some of my water. So I bet I'm going to move it over here so I don't squirt it on top of everything I have going here. All right, let's see. That's going to be pretty runny potentially. Hang on, let's see here. I need to bring a paper towel over. There's some parts that are kind of hard still, or dried up or whatever. All right, let me grab, oh, I do have a paper towel already right here that I've torn off. I'll use this one. Oops. Let's slide this over here. I think I'm still, let me make sure, I'm pretty sure I'm still in. Yeah, still in the camera. That's the thing when I don't do lives, I have to be more careful about staying in the frame. I hadn't done lives in a while. And I need to do some lives, but we'll just, I don't know, we'll have to see. All right, so smallish butterflies, Kim. That's not going to be bright enough pink. That is a good size, though, that I got going here. It's just not bright enough, I think. Since this is just my tube paint, I'm going to just go ahead and pull out the tube if I can find. It's this one. So this, in case you missed the other video and you're watching this one without watching the other one. So this is a set of paints that I got a couple years ago. Well, a couple years ago. It's been been more like 12 years ago. 2012, yeah, 12 years ago. I got this set of watercolors. I think I bought it for a class I took. I think this is the right one. Let me see if this is the right one. There's two reddish, pinkish. So this one's called Carmine. I don't know if it's the right one or not. Let me see. Yeah, I think this is the right one. Okay. All right, I'm going to just try again. And we're just going to do some like little butterfly wings. I'm probably making it too big now. All right, I'm going to try again. We're going to get it. I promise I'm going to get it figured out. I'm going to turn my paper this way. Okay. And I'm doing this first because it needs time to dry. And then I'll work on some of the other clusters while we're making this, waiting for this to dry. Go down here and I'm going to do another one. I want to have more than one to choose from in case I mess up. Which I obviously mess up a good bit of the time. And I'm painting these just on regular copy paper. I'm not using watercolor paper. I had done a bunch recently, the ones I did with those last clusters that I did. A lot of those were done on watercolor paper. And they were really hard on my hands to cut out. So I decided to just go with copy paper. As long as I'm gluing them onto something, it's fine. Unless I'm like wanting to make it, you know, more dimensional or something, you know, like pop it up on dots or something, then it's not quite as good, but it's still, just put plenty of dimensionals on it and then you'll be fine. It should be fine. No, I mean, I don't care if they're not perfect, but it'd be nice to have something good to choose from. Let me see how my pale color is. It's very, very watery. Let's see. I'm going to just do a practice one down here. Yeah, it's really pale. So what I did to make this color was I took some of my other one and added some white. I'm gonna just get me another little tray here. So I already have the paint out anyway. And just put a touch. Actually, I'll use the white. Let me find the white. This is it, I think. Yep. The white. It's a little gummy. Because it's old and it probably maybe didn't get closed good or something. My yellow that I had over here, you can see how my my whole container kind of broke into my tube like this. And so I just had to use that, just wet it in order to make it useful. So for this lighter pink here, which one had the light on it? This one? No? Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. I'm going to just take some of this darker color and put it in here. That's basically how I made my lighter pink. I need a good bit more than that. Come on. Here we go. That should work. And the white's a little gunky. Just like my yellow's a little, but not quite as gunky as that yellow was. All right, let's see how it's doing now. Is it coming out? No, it's better. It'll be all right, I guess. Probably actually like it to be a little darker. But it's gonna make it more runny, but don't get too much, Kim. Set it up there on the side. Yeah, when it comes out of the container, it looks more like a burnt brick red or something, but it's not. It's just like, it's like, look at this. Isn't that pretty? It's a very pretty red. There, that's kind of more what I'm looking for. Right there, because it'll show up a little bit better. But it's not as dark as that, as this one. So that's more what I'm looking for. So, all right, so again, butterfly wings here. Probably let that one get a little too wet. So I kind of, I've been trying to get a good way to do my butterflies. I'm still trying to play with it, but I kind of find that doing somewhat of a triangular shape works pretty good. But then you got to tilt the triangle just the right way to get it to come out. And then you kind of round it off a little bit too. Okay, and let me go back with this darker color again here for a second, because that one's really not very dark at all for some reason. I don't know what happened there. And I'll go around these with a Sharpie pen to define the shape a little bit with a Sharpie pen, so that they're dripping into the lighter color. Pretty good. I was just trying to make the top wings and the bottom wings be a little bit difference in color. So there you go. All right, so I'm going to set all this aside and get my brushes just a little bit clean here, and pray that a cat doesn't come try to pounce through all of this and get it all over everything. I love my kitties. But the one kitty, whew. Love her though. I do. I really do. I'm going to move those out of my way. And all right, let's bring out the first cluster I want to work on, which is going to be this one right here. I'm not really 100% sure what I'm doing. But so these were a couple of the leaves I made, and I need to finish cutting them out and probably need to decorate them a little bit, just to give them that whimsical look. I'm not going for a realism thing. I'm not that good of an artist. I've done a couple of nice art pieces for my artistic trading cards early in 2004. I say last year. Early in 2004, I painted it was a pen, and it was painting, it was watercolors and inks. I did a Carolina wren, so the South Carolina bird, state bird, it's a Carolina wren. I painted one of those. It turned out pretty good. It got better, you know, as I went along. And then I did a cow. A friend of mine owned had cows when she was growing up and whatnot, and even as an adult, and she had written a book about her cow, and well, kind of a story that her cow inspired. It was fiction, loosely based on some real historical, I guess it's historical fiction, so things that happened in the area. So she was like in this area that I grew up in and she grew up in. And it's just a cool book. And anyway, her cow ended up living, I mean, because she saved it from the butcher, because she didn't give milk, and so of course she was going to go to the butcher, but she saved the cow from going to the butcher, so the cow lived to be like 26, 27, some unbelievable age that her cow lived to be too. And I think she died in 2022 maybe. I've decided to round some corners. I don't do it real often, but decided this time, a couple of these I've decided to round corners on. Now, so I know there's very little dark purple in here. It's mostly more of a lavender. There's just that tiny little bit of dark right there. So I decided I'm going to use dark purple in these clusters that I've made. And I was trying to decide if I want to bring a couple of these leaves in for a little bit of extra something. So I have that, and then I have this little flower too. I can put the flower down here. Oh, and I forgot I had the little snail dude, so snail dude's going to need to go at the bottom. Let's try to slide these all over just a touch. They don't have to be in the center. I want to get the flower and the snail on here. Maybe like something like that. I think the snail shows up a little bit better if he's on the flower a little bit. I'm trying to decide if I like them without the leaf better. I think it just ties it all into the paper better if I use these little leaves. I thought I had pulled out 2 different colors of leaves. But I didn't. Let's see. Pull this over here. That's a slightly different color. Let's see. I was tired last night when I drew around that. Woo! That was a mess. And hopefully I'll get these videos uploaded partly tonight. Yeah, it was a really busy Monday. I'm just getting caught up on some things and doing a couple things for my mom and dad. Their insurance is going to have to change this year. Their health insurance has got to change because it's not going to be available. It'll be a whole different insurance this year, although the coverage is similar, but it's not what they've had in the past. Oh, I'm sitting here looking for my glue. There it is. I'm not going to glue the top because I think I had that hanging off a little bit. Oh, I know what I need. My little pad that I still can't think of what the name of it is. Photopolymer? No, not photopolymer. I don't know. I can't think of what it's called. I'm probably getting dementia myself. So just, I do so much, I just can't keep up with things. Get brain fog and all that. Yeah, it's a little tiny bit different color, so let's do this. Let's sit you right here, I think. I'm just kind of guessing. Just guessing a little bit. I know I wanted that one over here and this one in the middle. I'll take it up just a touch. We'll do that and that. And this one. And I'll put it under. And snail and flower. Flower and snail. Okay, so that's what we'll do. So we'll put this guy on first. So there's going to be, I can't remember the week of it. I have to go look it up again. I saved it on my iPad. There's going to be a little craft fair. Not real far from here, a little town about, 25 minutes from here. It's only $10 for a 10 by 10 booth. Now, I don't know if I have enough stuff to take. But I could probably get some stuff if I really pushed myself. I could get some stuff made and maybe try to sell a few things and just pull out some packs of cards and maybe sell some packs of cards possibly in a pretty box or something. I didn't mean to put that one down yet. Let me set you over here. I could do some hot cocoa packets. I could do maybe some post-it note thingies. I don't know. I'm just thinking, trying to think if I could do some things and do this little craft fair. It's really only a few weeks away though. I don't know. I just stay so busy with my mom and dad and I'm still working on their stuff. But it sure would be nice to find a way to earn some money. Because I'm going to be losing my unemployment. I think I've got 4 more checks and that's it. And that's not much. And there are just not a lot of office jobs available. And definitely not available for the price, for the amount of money I was making before. I just don't know. Stick him on here. Oh, this is really cute. Really cute. I love it. I'm sorry if I'm off camera. I was just gluing. Just gluing my little guys here. So you can kind of see how I decorated these older mushrooms. I gotta remember to decorate some stuff that I'm pulling out today that I hadn't decorated yet. I had done the leaves, so that was good. So this little cluster will be going on the front of this one. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put it on there. Since I know which thing I'm putting it on. I'm putting it on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it on there. Sometimes I like to put like some kind of ribbon or a strip of paper for an accent or something. Let's see what I got here. Like I could do, except for that piece isn't long enough, but I could put a piece of an accent piece, which I think I'm gonna do. Let me see. I've got more of this paper right here. So like if I put a strip right here, that will add a lot. So I need this to be, I'll put it just under 6 inches. There's my cutter. Which this right here might be 6, actually. It is. Or almost. So let's just do, I'm going to try 1 1/4 inch width. And then I'm going to cut it down to like 5 and 6, no, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5/8. So not quite 5 3/4. I just like it helps it just pop a little bit. Of course, I'm covering up a little bit of purple I had on my page, but I think it's okay. Let's see. I like it. I think I like it like this. Oh, there's a touch of purple right there. So I'm going to do that. So I'll go ahead and glue this piece. And you could use a piece of fabric there if you wanted to. Also, I have some fabric. I have some ribbon. I don't have... I take that back. I have a lot of ribbon, but I don't have wide ribbon like this. So, I am choosing to use a cardstock, coordinating cardstock instead. I'm so glad I had some piece of that color still, that Evening Evergreen. I've been using little bits and pieces of it. A good bit on some of this stuff here. I'm going to bring that down just a touch and offset so it's not like right in the center. Okay. So we'll put this one down, and then this one will be ready for a to put a signature inside of it. And then I'll probably put some kind of closure on it, maybe. Put a closure on it, which I haven't done with the other one. I just, right now, it's just the little booklet. So I haven't put a closure on it. I was thinking about putting one. I hadn't decided yet. But I did put a string, and I'm going to put a little bit of beads or something on it. I think I actually have some mushrooms, so I might put a mushroom and a few beads, and then once I do all that, then I'll trim that down. Alright, so there's one cluster on the little booklet. Alright, so we got that one. The next one I was going to do, let's see what it is this one. Oh, I hadn't cut everything out yet. And I will end up covering this on the inside. I'm trying to make it a little bit more of a masculine journal. Although, just because I make it masculine doesn't mean a man's going to buy it or even use it. So, but anyway. I'm just trying to make a variety, and as I said, if I I think I cut out enough to make like maybe 20 of these. I'm gonna get 20 of these if I can sell them at the little craft fair. Although I was planning on giving some of them away, but of course I could. If I don't sell them, I can give them away. I did not do that very straight. These stripes kind of mess you up. That's a little better, I think. Alright, here we go. And so I haven't drawn on my mushrooms. So the idea that I was planning on using was this mushroom. I like to have a piece of paper to bear down on when I'm doing this. So I'm going to use this one. Here's my needle that I'm using to stitch in my signature pages. Alright, so I've already used the thicker black to go around the edges, and I also used the black, the thin black in here. And I've got, oh yeah, I bought a white Posca pen because I was trying to use like gel pens, and they were not working so well. So I got that. I think I'm gonna do, Just little circles and lines. This is doodling. The doodle. The art of doodling. Yeah, you know, I mean, it looks easy, but it's actually kind of challenging to come up with doodles. I've struggled with it, honest to goodness. Right now, I've not used this pen before, so let's see. I have something I've messed up that I could practice on. Maybe right here just a little bit. I probably have to start this pen by doing something like that, holding it down thing. Ah, there it comes. See, I wanted to see how fine. It's pretty fine. It's pretty good. I bought what I thought was the more fine tip end of it, and so I think I did pretty good job with that. So I think I'm gonna do like a little zigzag right here. It looks to me like the mushroom does kind of like that. Like it does right here. So just kind of like little scribble zigzags around the area where the color changes. Okay. So like I said, it's just kind of, you know, to figure out what do I want to doodle, you know, what do I want to use for my doodle. To me, it's just kind of hard, really, to come up with what you want to doodle and where you want to put it and how long do you want to carry the idea. So I'll do that. And I kind of want to do something else white. I think I'll do that. And then I think I'm going to go one more little thing right there. So that's for my mushroom that I wanted to use on this page. And here's my scissors. Trying not to mess up my leaf there, so I was going to wait. Cut down there when I get some of this other stuff off. My hand would already be killing me by now if this was watercolor paper, because yeah, it didn't even occur to me that when I was going to be cutting that out, how much difficult it was going to be on my hands. My arthritis has gotten pretty bad in my hands just really the last 6 months or so. I don't know why all of a sudden. Unless it just had to do with all the, manual labor I was doing in my mom and dad's yard, maybe. I don't know. Which I'm not finished with, incidentally, because with the hurricane, it kind of put me at a standstill where I couldn't finish some things. So, and we're still waiting for the trees to get cleared out of their yard, because this right there where I was doing the landscape project is right where the trees all fell. So until those trees are gone, I really can't, I'm not going to try to landscape and then the stuff just get torn up by the trees getting dragged off. I mean, I don't know. I would take them around the other way, but I'm not going to be the one doing them, so. Alright, so I'm thinking about just like putting this in the middle and having a little snail guy right here with him. Was I planning on anything else? I might could put a butterfly on this one, but again, my butterflies are too big, too large. I'll have to do it. Well, those new butterflies, oh no, yeah, they're really big. Even the new butterflies are really big. I'm just thinking I might could put one of these, a couple of these leaves behind it, maybe. If I'm in the camera or not. I'm sorry if I'm not. I'm just cutting out a leaf. I hope I was in camera when I did that mushroom. Again, if I was not, I'm so sorry. I was thinking I was, but I might not have been now that I'm contemplating it. So I thought I was about right here when I did the mushroom, and I think this would be in camera. I hope. It's weird, I was videoing last night and I got up at the end of the thing to turn off the camera, and my video had turned, instead of landscape, it had turned like that. I was able to change it, edit it, but now when I go to upload it to YouTube, I don't know if it's going to stay that way or not. I feel like I would need more than one leaf up there, but I could just put a leaf behind the little snail. That might be. Or put it on this side. That might work. So I feel like I need 3 things. I think I might just do that. I'm going to just stick this little leaf back down here. It's kind of behind the mushroom here. Do that. Or in front of the mushroom. Just let it be in front of the mushroom. Yeah, we'll do that. So, I'll glue these little guys down. Come on. So your in this case the clusters are not because I didn't like pre-make them. They're not like right on something. Like this cluster is on something. I could actually have pre-made that, not had any idea what I was going to put it on, and put it on something else later. I cheated a little bit because I knew what I wanted to put it on. So I was trying to coordinate these items to go with what I'm putting them on. I should put some little white on him to make him show up better. So anyway, so this isn't technically a cluster because it can't stand alone. But if I had done it, I could have done it as a cluster on this strip because it is going to be all somewhat attached to the strip. So like the leaf is on the strip, a good bit of the mushrooms on the strip. The snail, not so much on the strip, but it's on the mushroom, which is on the strip. So, you know. All right. So I guess it could have been a cluster that was pre-made. Alrighty, so we're going to stick him on. And you know, when it's all said and done, I'm going to go over here in my hardware bucket and see if there's like a something metal or a button or something like that that I might want to add to the covers of these also. So there's that one. And I decided I want to do something with this Posca pen on this little guy. Just very lightly. Okay. There, that's good. All right, so we have 2 clusters made today. Let me look and see if we can see those. They're mostly on the page. Let's see. I'm gonna move my demonstrator card. I'm gonna slide this over here. Slide this one right here. All right, what do we have next? Next in the batch might be the one where I'm looking for that butterfly painted. No, it's not. Okay, it's got different butterflies on it. All right, so here's this one. Okay. So again, I have a strip one. And I'm gonna put this strip right here. Let's see if I've got that pretty straight. Okay. And I want to use these little strips. just set that right there for a second. Most of the extra pieces that I'm using on these that are not these things were pieces that were in just a scrap box. There's a box of scraps sitting over here on my desk. I've got a lot more of those I need to use up. Seems like I spend a lot of time trying to use up scraps, but then I'm not getting other stuff done because I'm trying to use up my scraps. I don't know. It's just a never-ending scrap pile. It feels like sometimes. Although I don't know. Actually, as far as scraps go, right now might be the lowest I've had scraps in a while. I think I decided I was going to keep it over to this side a little bit. Originally, I was thinking I was going to use mushrooms like these on my artistic trading cards. That ended up not being the case. So I'm going to put some butterflies on here. Something dirty there, so I'll cover up whatever that is that got dirty right there. Let's put one here, maybe half on, half off. And then put one looking this direction, maybe. I'm going to put that one down a little lower. And then I had this little thing, and I was thinking about sticking it right here, and then maybe, well, let me look and see. Let me put these butterflies on first. Put you here. Here. Yeah, Kim, make a mess with your glue. Make a mess with the glue, Kim. And here. All right. Okay. And those little flowers that I did over these right here. It's kind of big. It might be too big to put on here. Let's see. I think that's the only red ones I did. I didn't do a ton. I was using up my paint last night, trying to use up my paint so I wouldn't be wasting a lot. So I'll probably try to do that again tonight since I have this paint that I brought out earlier for that butterfly. I'll probably do some more stuff. I had in mind more of a smaller flower, and then maybe I could stamp a number or something on here later. So I could still put a flower down somewhere, maybe right there. Well, I don't know. A flower there. Could let it come up over it just a touch. I could do it like that. That might be okay. I will do that. And then I might just stamp a number on it. I might stamp the date. I don't know. I might stamp hello. Or just, I don't know. I might write some on it. I don't know what I'll do. I'll think about it. I'll go ahead and stick it there because I like it there better. And then I'll stick this here. Just offset it a little bit right there. Here, my Brody. What you doing, Brody? You okay, bud? Stick that there. Probably a little bit crooked. Alrighty, that's cute. Cute, 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 cute. Here we go. There's another one. Let's see. Is this the one? Nope. So this one I already pre-made it. Oh, and I decided to put it down here because the bears are so cute and I want the bears. Here, put it up, make sure y'all can see it. I had already made this one, but I decided I'm gonna put it here because you can still see the bears. And then I might put a little something else up here, I don't know. But we'll go ahead and glue this one down. So this is a cluster that I had made. I already knew what I was putting it on though. So again, I kind of cheated a little bit. Cheating a little bit by knowing where I'm going to put it. But that's okay. I still kind of feel like it needs something, but maybe this is what I was going to put the butterfly on. Let me see. No, the next card's the one with the butterfly. Although I could punch out another one of those and put one right here. I kind of feel like I need one. Or put it up here even. Because I think there was a butterfly down here that I covered up. Trying to see. It seems like there's a butterfly. There must not be a lot of them, but I'm pretty sure I covered up a butterfly. Let me cut out another one. Punch out another one. This sparkly paper from Stampin' Up! A little bit hard to punch out with this little puncher. It's not, you know, it's number one, it's an older punch. And okay, it's gonna go flying. Here, I'll watch where it goes so I don't lose it. I think it could go here or it could go up here. I kind of feel like but if I put a closure, my closure is going to be right around in there. So maybe I'll just put it, maybe I will put it right here. Right here. I'll put it right there. Alright, I'm just going to smear that on there a little bit. So it'll be on my fingers good. Alright, I'll stick you right there. So there's a fourth one. That one's done. And, alright, this is the one. This is the reason I wanted my butterfly. I'm still not sure if my butterflies are too big. Let me cut. So, these were the flowers I was working on. Painting in one of the previous videos that will be up. I haven't posted it yet, but it will be. I will post it before I post this one. And I'll try to well, they'll be dated anyway, so you'll know which ones come first. Because there's also the previous cluster video, and there's the previous video where I watercolored all these little flowers and stuff. So you might want to watch both of those before you watch this video, or you can just go back if you feel like you need to. There's just not a good way to fussy cut these, so I tried like doing the black marker around this flower. I just didn't like the way it looked at all, so I figured I'll just fussy cut around it and leave some white, and that'll be okay. Because I really didn't like the way the black line looked around it at all. I'll show you in a minute when I get through cutting this. Alright, so let's see. Tomorrow's Tuesday. What we got going on tomorrow? I've got to call back. I tried calling today to find out Mom's loop monitor what or if anything it had recorded since last Thursday that we went to see the arrhythmia specialist. She didn't call me back. It's kind of unusual for her not to return my call, so I don't know what the deal was. So I'll have to call them in the morning because I've got to decide if I'm going to be taking Mama in to get another EKG and to possibly be getting a shock treatment. So because I know she had episodes Thursday after we left the doctor's office. She had one while we were at the doctor's office. She had at least one after we got home. Because I ended up, after I had to go to the doctor, and I ended up staying there late kind of doing stuff for my dad because Mama felt so bad. She usually does do a couple of things for him in the evenings. I know she had an episode while I was there. I know she didn't feel good all day Friday. She didn't feel good all Friday. I know she had an episode Saturday afternoon that I know for sure. And I think she had one Sunday. She said she had not had one today, but then I think she had one late this evening before I left. Because she said, I gotta go lay down, and she wasn't able to. She was trying to fix my dad dinner. And let me just say, I sat back and I watched her. She said she was going to fix him dinner. You know, and I asked her what she was fixing. And she's like, oh, this and this. It should be pretty easy. And I was waiting to see her, ask her, just say, do you mind doing it? Or do you mind getting us something? I really don't feel like doing it. Because I could tell she didn't feel like doing it. But she's stubborn. She won't ask for help. She doesn't want to admit that she needs help. That's the biggie. That's the kicker right there. She doesn't want to admit that she needs help. But I watched her struggle getting that dinner together tonight. And then she ended up not being able to totally get it together. I ended up finishing it for Dad, which I didn't mind doing at all. I just wish she would admit that she can't do it. Because that's the whole thing, is that she says she doesn't need any help from the VA. She doesn't need them coming any more days a week. It's not true. She does. And she just doesn't want to admit it. She won't admit that she can't do it by herself. So I ended up giving Daddy his medicine. I got him his water. I got... You know, she started the dinner, but, you know, then she got where she didn't feel good and she couldn't finish serving it up for him, and I did all that. She did get him on his nebulizer, had him take that. Still not 100% sure if they put the medicine in the container, though, because the medicine I laid out was still sitting there. I think she tried doing a lot of stuff this morning because the girl from the VA was not there. And I kind of feel like she's like, well, I'm going to just do this stuff to my stuff myself that I would be getting her to do just to prove to everybody that I could do it myself. And I think she wore herself out trying to do a bunch of stuff this morning, straightening up and whatnot, that she would have normally gotten one of the girls that come in to do. But then you get some of those girls and say, well, I'm not allowed to do that. I'm only allowed to take care of him and do stuff, meet his personal needs. Well, I mean, so who, you know, part of his personal needs is to empty the trash, because that's part of his job, but he didn't always do it. So the trash was still sitting there from last night because he never took it out. So it just depends on who you get. Some of the girls are like, I don't mind doing the stuff because I'd rather do that than just sit around here and not do anything. Which, you know, I mean, they could sit there and just talk to Dad, or read to him, or watch TV with him, or play a game with him. They could do any of that stuff, and I'd be fine with that. But I prefer that they, you know, make sure he's drinking. In the 4 hours that they're there, I'd like for him to drink 2 glasses of water. To take his medicine while they're there. I'd like for them to make sure that he eats breakfast. And then if they could fix him a snack lunch that's kind of healthy. Maybe, you know, some protein and some fruit. Because he eats cereal for breakfast. He also has these protein shakes that the VA sends. If they can get him to do that, and if they can get him on his nebulizer one time and get him to move, do some of these strengthening exercises that he needs to do, because he's going to lose he's lost so much muscle mass. I'm surprised he can still stand up. He weighs less than my mother. Yeah. Anyway, it's just a struggle. So I think I want to leave some of the peachy color on there. Oh, instead of not the. So I think I'm gonna cut off about that much of this, and then I gotta finish up because I've gone over an hour, and then I'll have to just come back and finish again. So I'm gonna do 2 inches. And if these hang off a little bit, that's okay. But yeah, I just want to get this card finished. Again, not quite 5 3/4 on the length there. I'm going to put this right in the middle, or as close to the middle as I can eyeball it. See if I think I got it straight, maybe. Pretty straight. I think it's pretty straight. Okay. Alrighty. And flower and flower. I'll lay this one down first right here. Silicone. It's a silicone mat. It just came to me. I don't know where that's been for the last couple of days. But yes, it just came to me. It's a silicone mat. And if your paper won't stick to it. I say that. I mean, I guess if it sat there for a really, really, really long time, it might would. But yeah. And kitty number 2 has just showed up. Trouble kitty. don't know if she's going to jump up here or not. Maybe, hopefully not. The other kitty's in her a little box over here in this new cubby that I got from cleaning when I cleaned out Dad's garage. I got this I might not be able to fit the butterfly the way I'm doing it. I'll have to pull this down a little bit. I should have pulled that. I shouldn't have put that up quite so high. All right, this one's going to go almost to the bottom. This cabinet thing that my dad had apparently made from leftover paneling. So their house was built in the 60s and the paneling was really popular back then. And it looks like he had some leftover paneling fence pieces that they left, the builders left. And he made this kind of a shelf thing. It's got 2 cubby holes. It looks like it's the size that you would hold record albums in, old, you know, the old LPs. And that's about the size, and it's 2 levels, so it's got 2 cubby holes. And so I thought the cats would enjoy the cubby holes. Well, one cat is enjoying cubby holes. The other cat, Ivy, the cat that gets into everything, she liked it when I first brought it home, but now that I put her up here on my desk, she doesn't seem to want to get in it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why she doesn't want to get in it. All right, let's see how you turn out here, darling little butterfly. Okay. Okay. Try to fix it so that I can actually cut it out. Make it thick enough. Alright, and then I'll go around her like so. Around this one, around this one. And I'm going to do this thing where they tell you to do it twice. And that way, if you mess up, it looks like you meant to mess up. Which I do. And I mess up all the time. But now, I can kind of mess up on purpose. There you go. And then I'm going to, I don't know if this is going to fit. I don't know if it'll fit or not. We'll see. Looks kind of big, doesn't it? Let's try this one. I might have just need to not make his body so long. This part of him, that bottom can stick out because that is, but maybe not send that up so high. That's what I'm gonna try. See if that works a little. Actually, I'm gonna keep this pin for this. Because there. Now let's do this again. Okay. Let's do that. I'm going to do it the same just because I don't have to think of a different one to do. Different design. I don't know which one's going to fit better. We'll see. 3 and 1, 2, 3, and just some lines across the bottom. 5 of those. All right. Whoops. Pushed on the tip of my pen a little bit there. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. I feel like the second one down here that I colored in. Oh gosh, I just realized. I hope I was in frame again while I was drawing those. I'm so sorry if I was not. Kim. Yeah, I need to. Yeah, it's time for me to go to bed. Oh, I gotta put the little face on the guy. I gotta put, and I went over into my black a little bit there. In my face. Okay. Okay. Cute. Cute little whimsical butterfly. I needed to leave some space right there. See how I've got some space on that one? I didn't leave it there, but it's okay. It is okay. I'm not gonna fret. I am not gonna fret over that. Ooh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm real bad about, not just in my crafting, I'm real bad about underestimating how long it's going to take me to do stuff. Like I underestimate how long it's going to take to clean out the garage at Mom and Daddy's house. I'm underestimating, I'm sure, how long it's going to take me now to put everything back now that it's been painted. Although, this weekend when the kids came for the birthday party, they took some of the stuff with them, so that was good. So that's less I have to put back somewhere. Especially now because I took down all the shelving and stuff that Daddy put in there because it was just makeshift shelving. It wasn't really... He took in a board like this and another board like that and had a bunch of uneven... like I said, just uneven makeshift shelving that if I were going to sell the house, people would not like. So I just left the one shelf that was kind of built-in looking. There was one in the storage room, but I took the rest of them down. And I discovered the storage room had never been painted. It was still whatever, if it was drywall or plaster, I'm not sure which it was, but it had never been painted. It was still a raw wall. 58 years, y'all. Now, why in the earth was the storage room never painted? I don't understand. I mean, that must have been an error on the builder's part. I don't get that at all. I'm like, I hope they got some credit for that. Oh my goodness. Okay, please sort of fit on here because that's the main reason I brought out those paints. Okay, I can kind of fit him, and he can go over a flower a little bit, can't he? Okay, what y'all think? Y'all like it that way? I kind of feel like it needs to go this way. I don't know why, but I do. So, That's what I'm going to do. Or I could put him down here. Oh, that's a thought. I should have taken that one on up higher. But I could put something else up here. I mean, does the butterfly have to be up high? Or maybe I'll put something else down here. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll leave him here. And I'll put something down here, kind of like this. Like a little fill-in thing. I'll put him a little bit on this flower. I think that's good. I'll put him right there. And then we will call it a day. And I'll show you all the ones I have and we'll call it a day. We'll come back and put the little journals that we've done. We'll put a few of those together in the next film. Whoa. Hello, Ivy. Please don't mess my stuff up. Please don't mess it up. You gonna go lay down, baby? You need to go lay down, okay? Yep, go up there in the box. You can get in that one with Sophie, or you can go up and get in the one by yourself. There's a whole nother box up above there, baby. Ivy, you could come up to this box. You'll come up to that one? Huh? Look. Yeah, come up here. There's a whole box with your name on it. Yeah, you could get in that one up there. Uh-huh. You could go get in that other one. She's going to sit right down on top of it. Watch her. She loves to sit on... Oh, don't walk on my... No, don't walk on my paper. She's going to bend them. They're going to get all bent up and messed up. Okay. All right. Yeah. She wants to rub up against everything. All right, darling. You need to get down, okay? Can you get down, please? No, 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 no. All right. All right. Good girl. You can lay right here if you want to, Ivy. You can lay right there. You want to lay there? You can. You can lay right there. Okay, so these are ones we did tonight. Finished up some clusters to put on these little mini journals. So we did these 5 tonight. I've got more that I just need to glue on that we did the other day. And they need to be glued onto the journals. So I will do that so y'all can see all of them on the next video. So there we go. Oh, let's see if I can get them all in the, figure out how I can get them all in here. Let's do this. There we go. Kind of want to do a little butterfly like this now. Kind of in maybe a green and orange color and add it to that. I might have to do that now. So there we go. Kim's Creations and Card Ministry. There's my little information page. If you need to reach me for any reason, you can text me at 864-752-5688. If you shop at my Stampin' Up! Store, you can search for my name, find a demonstrator, Kimberly O'Brien. I'm in Anderson, South Carolina. I think you can search that way too. If you're going to spend less than $150, please use my host code. That's before shipping and taxes. But don't forget also, now's a great time to sign up to be a demonstrator / hobby strader and get the discount. If you join, you can join for $99, and I believe it's $155 worth of free product, no shipping included, and you get a free paper pumpkin as well. And you get to take advantage of all the discounts and the early shopping. So when the things come out ahead of time, you get first dibs at things as well. So just again, let me know if you're interested in something like that. Let me know what you think about my journals here, or the journal covers and clusters that we did. Give me a thumbs up, please, and share a video. Ask your friends to come look at what I'm doing. I would love to get some more subscribers, so if y'all can help me out with that, would be awesome. I hope you all have a great evening, and I will be back to put together these journals, and I still have my cute little Christmas card to do for you as well. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Take care. thumbs up, and God bless. Bye-bye.